Whether it's Gordon Ramsay, The Rock, or Chris Hemsworth, some celebrities have branched into fitness releasing their own products. Sometimes they're massive failures like Sylvester Stallone's protein pudding or 50 Cent's energy drink, but here are the successful ones that I'll be testing and ranking, starting off with The Rock. When it comes to The Rock, you gotta love the guy. Not only does he just randomly spawn in every bad movie ever, is 3 times the size of Kevin Hart, but he's also insanely passionate about fitness. So much so that he released his own brand called Zoa, and they have tons of energy drinks, but also pre-workout. Now, considering this guy's home gym is called the Iron Paradise, I have very high hopes. Although, my expectations were a little lowered after I read the Amazon reviews. 1 star. Tasted awful and was too sweet. It made me nauseous. For 3 days in a row now, I've had extremely bad stomach aches because of this pre. It's not a good pre-workout. Unsure what it's good for. Waste of money. I can say the one thing that I do like about this pre is that it categorizes the ingredients by what they're good for. That way, if you're a beginner and you're looking for a good pre-workout, you can easily understand what the ingredients do. I don't know, Dwayne, you're either gonna make me sick or make me have a sick pump, so let's go give it a try. The flavor is wild berry. Normally I wouldn't go for something like this, but there was only 3. Why would there only be 3 flavors? Let's see how The Rock tastes. Kinda tastes like I'm drinking a juice box as a kid, so always a good sign. Don't care too much about the taste though. Let's see the pump. Do not let me down, Dwayne. Cheers. Oh yeah, and one more thing. We're also gonna be trying a back workout from The Rock. Let's see how it goes. Moment of truth. How good was The Rock's pre-workout? When it came to focus, wasn't that great, but the pump was absolutely insane. Now that could have been attributed to his actual workout, but the pre-workout definitely had a big role in that. If you're looking for something that'll give you a good pump, this is a great option, but I still think you're better off going with something like Gorilla Mind. Dwayne, I'm gonna give you a B. Only because there's other celebrities who also drop pre-workouts, and I think that theirs are gonna be better. We'll find that out, but for now we need to move on to somebody who, not as big physically as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but popularity-wise, might just beat him. And that person is Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, we're gonna need some space for this one. The reason why I said he's not as physically big is because he's not, but he is absolutely shredded to the core. He's one of those guys where like his abs have abs. He's just ridiculously shredded, but he kinda has to be, because he's a soccer player or football, depending on where you live in the world. And he released a ton of products that are for recovery. Now, maybe I should have chose the soccer or football route because I can't afford any of them. They were all ridiculously expensive. I don't care if I had 8 broken bones, I wouldn't buy it. However, this was one of the cheapest ones. And I know it looks like a pool tube right now, but it's it'll turn into something nice, I think. Oh, that's a great sound. This is under his company called AVA, Advanced Recovery for Athletes. I like to think it stands for Advanced Recovery for Andrew, so that's what it's gonna be today. Now I know, how is this gonna be good for recovery? And that's a great question. It actually is. I actually need the instructions. I actually don't know. Yeah, this came with no instructions. I don't know what to do. This is gonna turn into an aqua bag though, and as you see on the side, aqua bag training offers a number of advantages for those seeking a complete and functional workout, improving strength, muscular endurance, coordination, and balance. So technically, this should give you a really good workout and also provide a ton of other benefits. Our product is made, and it's a water ball that weighs up to 7 kilograms. If you're wondering why the water is blue and now my hands are green, looking like I just spent the night with the Hulk, it's because they gave you some dyes, blue, green, and red, but who really cares about the look of it? Let's get the feel of it and see how it performs. The only issue that I'm facing with this is that I have no idea how to use it. Their entire website is in Spanish and I don't speak Spanish, so I'm a little lost. Like an instruction manual would have been nice. I mean, do I just do that? Am I doing, I look stupid. I look stupid right now. I'm just gonna use it how I would assume it's gonna be used, because then again, if Cristiano Ronaldo's not giving me instructions or like a how-to guide or a video or something, it's not very helpful. It's gonna lower his score. Oh, my back just cracked like crazy. I actually feel like I'm getting jacked right now. My core feels ridiculously tight too. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing some spinning thing. I think that's how you're supposed to use it because of the oscillation of the water. So essentially when the water is swishing around in there, it's making you kind of brace your core and become more stable, and you genuinely feel it. I actually have nothing but positive things to say except for the price and the $50 worth of shipping that they made me pay. Jokes aside, I think this is most similar to like a kettlebell. So if you're familiar with kettlebell workouts, this would be that same kind of field. Do I think it's better than a kettlebell? I would honestly say yes, just because the movement of the water made it more challenging and made my body work harder. With that aside, I think I would give Cristiano Ronaldo an A. It would have been an S had it not been as expensive as it was. I do think you'd get more out of our next product that comes from an actor. For significantly less money than Cristiano Ronaldo's water ball, you can get 2 items from Mark Wahlberg. Our first, which is his pre-workout. Mark is one of those guys who's been a stable celebrity in the fitness industry. I mean, people have been trying his ridiculous morning routine for years. However, this led him to release his own company called Performance Inspired. And guess who is the co-owner of this company? Draymond Green, the NBA player. If you think that's a wild matchup, just wait till our next one. I promise you you'll never expect it. You also wouldn't expect this guy to be as shredded as he is. I mean, he has 2 movies where he's getting high with a talking teddy bear while jobless. Let's just hope that his products are as good as Ted was. This is his pre-workout, and the flavor is raspberry lemonade. Also, if you have any moral guilt, portions of the profits are donated to charity, so it makes me feel somewhat of a good person for ordering this. They say it's honest and better nutrition, and they really talk a lot about the ingredients that are inside of this. With this though, we're gonna be giving it 3 different ratings. 1 for the flavor, 1 for the pump, and 1 for the focus. This only has 175 milligrams of caffeine from green tea extract, so they're not kidding when they say that the ingredients are really good. Another benefit is this does have creatine in it, so if you're someone who wants to supplement creatine, you could get it from this. And they also didn't jack up the price too much. Then again, if they did, I guess 2% of that is going to charity, so pick your poison. Although they didn't give the full dosage of creatine, it's only 3 grams, so I don't know, Mark, why would you do that to me? Now I gotta get the other 2 grams from something else? Are you fucking kidding me? That is a pretty nice size scoop. Let's give it a go. They say 1 scoop, but I'm gonna do 1.5 because I don't really trust Mark too much. Got a nice little pink color there. Ooh, smells sour. Ooh. Ooh. There's not many pre-workouts I don't like. That's odd. That's really odd. Oh, what the fuck? It's like they're trying to be clean, I get that, but they missed the mark. They missed the mark. Mark, you missed the mark. I'm so fucking funny. But yeah, no, it sucks. It doesn't taste good. I'm getting like a bitterness to it. I don't know why. I'm hoping that the pump makes up for it. But for the taste, I think I would give it a 6.5. And it is that high because I actually like Mark Wahlberg as a person. And I love Ted. Oh, this workout better be good. I'm 15 minutes deep into my workout and about 40 minutes since I took the pre-workout, and I'm a little nervous. It's because the only thing I felt are the tingles on my face from the beta-alanine. I'm just itchy, that's it. My God, did I misjudge this pre-workout immensely. I can't lie, for the first 40 minutes, I felt absolutely nothing. I thought I got scammed. But then during my workout, something happened. I started to become very focused, the weight was moving very smoothly, and I was also sweating a lot. My energy was very sustained the entire way through. In addition, my pump was so good, I didn't even need to remove my sweatshirt because it was showing through. And that's what every pump should aim for. So on that note, for its pump, I would give this an 8. For its focus, since it was so good, I would probably give that an 8.5. As for its overall rating, I can't rate it just yet. Reason being, we're gonna be comparing Mark's other product to another celebrity's item. You're never gonna guess who this celebrity is. I told you it's gonna be a surprise. It is time to see which celebrity not only has the better pre-workout, but also the better protein cookie. Now, when I mentioned that you're not gonna be able to guess who this next celebrity is, I really meant it because I was absolutely shocked when I first heard it. Seriously, I was more shocked to hear this than to hear that Lizzo has her own fitness clothing line. It's called Yitty. How about you hitty a treadmill? Anyways, Mark Wahlberg's brand released a protein cookie, and we're gonna be comparing it to another protein cookie. Have you ever heard of the brand called Jocko Fuel? Created by a man named Jocko Willink and co-owned by somebody else. Now, Jocko Willink is an ex-Navy SEAL and he is an absolute badass. He posts a picture every single day at 4:30 to show everybody that he's awake and that he's working out, putting blood, sweat, and tears into the iron and also his business. He's one of those guys that you look at and you just feel intimidated. So who is his partner on Jocko Fuel? I want you guys to take a guess right now. I want you to think in your head, who would pair well with Jocko Willink? And if Chris Pratt didn't come to your mind, then you're wrong. Fucking Mario. Really strange turn of events, but they have a lot of products and one that we're gonna try is their protein cookie. But it wouldn't be fair if I just openly tried each of them and gave them a rating, so I wanna be surprised. I wanna not know which one I'm biting into. That's why I'm gonna have my girlfriend switch these around so I can really give it an honest rating. Who's gonna have the better protein cookie? Mark Wahlberg or Chris Pratt? Right off the bat, I can just say that this one right here, it looks so much better than the one on the left. Just look at that. I mean, it doesn't really look too appealing, to be honest. It kind of feels like you're biting into a crayon. The taste is actually pretty good. The texture is, it's missing the mark. I'm not gonna say it again. I'm not gonna say it again. Now looking at this one, this literally looks like something from like Panera Bread. It looks really good. I can't lie. Oh. It's not even a comparison. Oh man. That's actually good. I mean, just look at the difference between these two. I mean, ignore the bite marks, please, but just, this one looks so much better. Even if this didn't have protein in it, it's a good cookie. Like, it tastes so normal. I would guess that this is Mark Wahlberg's. Is it? This is Mark Wahlberg. Yeah, that's crazy. This is like a genuinely good item. This is so good. Hands down the best protein cookie I think I've ever had. There's one thing that can throw that off, and that's the macros. So the Jocko protein cookie has 210 calories with 14 grams of protein, so that's pretty solid for a protein cookie. Ooh, but then looking at Mark Wahlberg's, this is 310 calories for 14 grams of protein. So an extra 100 calories with no extra protein. So one has better macros, but the other one tastes better. Both have solid overall ingredients too, so they're both solid options. It all comes down to if you're really able to have the extra calories in the cookie. For me, I feel like if I'm having a cookie, I don't need it to be extremely macro friendly. Like, this is good enough for me to have and not feel guilty. I did also use Chris Pratt and Jocko's pre-workout, and it was decent. I had pretty solid focus and an alright pump, but I still think that Mark Wahlberg's overall products were better. That's why Mark gets an S, and Jocko and Chris Pratt, you guys get a B. Unfortunately, now that we had our cookies, we're gonna have to burn it off. And I don't feel like leaving my house again, so what am I gonna do? Well, we're gonna use an app, and it's an app that comes from a god. The god of thunder, that is, meaning Thor. And hopefully not Fat Thor, the one we saw playing Fortnite, but Chris Hemsworth, because he is in crazy shape. Then again, he kinda has to be because he's playing a superhero, but he also launched his own fitness app. The app is called Center, and immediately as you open it, you see Chris Hemsworth. Motivating for some, demotivating for others. I don't know, take it how you want.
Hello, Chris Hemsworth here. Welcome to Center and the start of your new journey. The first step is to complete your Center fitness quiz, and from there my team of experts will create a personal plan just for you. I look forward to seeing you crush all your health and wellness goals. See you soon.
That little smile at the end, that wrote me in right there. He was just like, I'll see you soon. First things first, let's get to know you. I never thought Chris Hemsworth would be asking me that. They ask how you primarily would train, and you can select from full gym, basic equipment, cable machine only, dumbbells only, or body weight only. So this really is formatted for anybody. That's why I'm at my house right now in my living room, because I want this to be accessible for anybody, even if you don't have access to a gym or any equipment. Andrew, here's a peek at your personal fitness plan. Unlock your plan now. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's it. You gotta fucking pay for it, you greedy fuck. You get a free 7-day trial, but then you gotta pay $30 a month or $134 billed annually, so it's kind of steep for an app. I'd rather just buy like 3 tubs of protein and call it a day. What it does is it just personalizes workouts based on what you selected as your goals.
Thank you for joining me for this bodyweight strength workout. We're really gonna focus on the eccentric movement when we're working with bodyweight to increase our strength.
This isn't Chris Hemsworth. This is somebody from his center team. I feel scammed.
Through with your head and coming back.
Nah, this is weird. This may have looked weird, but I promise you it was actually very effective. This program put you through 3 rounds of different movements where this handsome fella guided you through each one. He was essentially like a pocket personal trainer. However, there was unfortunately no Chris Hemsworth. At least yet. Not gonna lie, that was really tough. I'm used to lifting weights. I'm not used to doing anything like that. So it was challenging for me, even as an advanced lifter. The majority of them are coached by other people that Chris hired, but then there's even some with Chris himself, where he does the same thing and walks you through the workouts.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Here we go with a little bonus workout.
It's like I'm working out with them. I wish I could join this conversation. Only downside is there was only a total of 2 workouts that he was actively participating in. For Chris Hemsworth's center app, I'm gonna give it an A. By this point, we've done lots of working out and had lots of caffeine, which will dehydrate you. We have something to cover our sleep, our nutrition, and now we need to be rehydrated. Luckily, we have another football player, I'm gonna get killed for that, who released his own hydration product, and that's Lionel Messi. It's called Mas, which I'm no Spaniard, but that means more. Now, this was recently in a lawsuit with Prime because they literally ripped off their entire design. There were lawsuits back and forth, and I guess they settled with Messi being in the wrong because he's since changed them, and now they come in cans. If you look at them, though, side by side, I mean, come on, Messi, what are you doing? Guess you could say it got a little messy. The benefit of having Mas is that it is lower in calorie than Prime and also has all natural ingredients. As a matter of fact, Messi even said, "I wanted a drink that had ingredients I need and amazing flavor. No compromise on quality ingredients." So I went to work on a drink of my own. Let me read a review on it. Very good, ... for athletes. Don't buy if you're not an athlete. Does better than Prime or Gatorade because of the low sugar. If you want to buy it for the taste, you won't like it. However, this is one of the most hydrating and healthiest drinks in the sports industry. So apparently the flavor sucks, but we're gonna compare that to Prime and see which one of those is better. I got a bunch of different flavors because I got the variety pack, but we're gonna try Prime's orange flavor versus Messi's orange flavor. Now I gotta say the can is quite nice. It looks kind of cool. Only 7 calories too, so that's very low, but Prime is only 20. So if you're going for calories and you're getting fat off of these, then you have another issue and you're probably a loser. Sorry. If you drink that much Prime to get fat, I mean, come on. Let's see. Prime. Okay, decent. Tastes like a shittier Gatorade. Now we've got Mas. It's really weird that this is in a can. I don't like that. Is it carbonated? I doubt it. Ooh. Oh, whoa. Oh, that is immeasurably better than Prime's. Without a doubt. Like, that's leagues better. It's tastier. It tastes more refreshing. It's weird that it's in a can, but especially with this being less calories, I mean, this is fantastic. I was a little concerned because, like I said, people were saying that one of the best sports drinks, but the taste is terrible, so it's not for casual drinkers. I could drink this casually, and I could drink it after a workout. This is fantastic. I want Mas of these. I want more. Let's try their lemon lime flavor. I'm actually really impressed because I didn't think I'd be going back for seconds with this drink. This is the only product that I'm really doing that for. Bro, that is so good. That is really good. That tastes better than Gatorade in my opinion. Not even joking. Wow, who would have thought? Balanced blend of 4 electrolytes, 6 vitamins, 5 minerals, 3 antioxidants, and 1 gram of cane sugar. Feels like something Brian Johnson should have released, but he didn't, and now he's really missing out. That is really tasty. To be quite honest, I didn't think I'd be giving it this rating, but I think I'm gonna give Messi an S. Mas hydration, baby, way better than Prime. That is a guarantee. I mentioned this is something that Brian Johnson should have made, and it really is. Unfortunately, his products might not be as good, although they technically should be. At least now we are hydrated so we don't die, and speaking of don't die, that's our next guy's entire scheme. Yeah, this guy, he has an entire app called Don't Die. It's pretty scary. This is all coming from Brian Johnson. Now, whether you classify him as a fitness influencer or a celebrity, he does have his own Netflix documentary, so he's leagues beyond where I am in life. However, he's gone viral over the last few years for his $1 million anti-aging routine where he essentially does anything humanly possible to not be human. Theoretically, he wants to escape death and age backwards, so I don't really think there's much this guy would not consume to do that. However, he released a supplement company called, take a guess, Blueprint. Everything else about this guy is don't die. At least he shares something in common with Jay-Z. Hopefully not the Diddy allegations. That would be... Anyways, the products I got was 1, a protein bar that's raspberry flavored, and 2, a macadamia nut puree. And I gotta say, I'm fully expecting these to taste like the ashes of a dead person, even though they're supposed to make me live longer. I guess we gotta start off with the macadamia nut puree on the go. Ah, man, this sounds absolutely disgusting. It's non-dairy, gluten-free, non-GMO, vegan, no artificial ingredients. I mean, it's got the whole 9 yards. Now, macadamias are very nutritious, obviously, and 1 packet of these is equal to 20 macadamia nuts. So clearly, these are packed with nutrients in a small portion. Ooh, this looks gross. Ew, it just looks like throw up in a little pouch. Looks like what's gonna be happening to me after I eat this. This is diabolical. How could somebody release this? Oh, whoa, it's very liquidy. That is not a puree, that's like juice. Oh, that looks like a different kind of nut puree. That looks really awkward. I was looking like a different kind of creation. I'm not liking this one. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck is this? Why am I drooling a little bit too? I'm just that hungry. Oh, this is just... No. No. I'm sorry. No. I actually want to die after eating that. That's counterproductive, Brian. And the protein bars are pathetic. 160 calories and only 9 grams of protein. Pretty tasty. Interesting texture. It's kind of like I'm eating a stale Rice Krispie. I actually enjoyed the protein bar. That's very surprising. The one thing I can say is that regardless of its protein count or how good it tastes, they are very good for you. The ingredients are high quality, and this is the kind of food that you'd eat and you'd feel good afterwards. But you know what? I'm gonna give them a B. I'm gonna settle for a B. I'll be nice. B for Brian. Now, I wasn't kidding when I said Brian Johnson's macadamia nut puree made me want to die, and unfortunately we can't do that, but we can get the next best thing, which is some good quality sleep. However, with all of the caffeine that I've had throughout this video and over the last few days, it might be a little difficult. Luckily, one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history released a product that helps us out. This is Tom Brady's sleep supplement, which is taking a whole new meaning to sleeping with Tom Brady, but hopefully it's going to give us one of the best night's sleep. On the side it says, it's impossible to perform or recover without a good night's rest. We've combined 5 essential ingredients shown to promote relaxation before bed, decrease the time to fall asleep, and improve sleep quality, so your body can get the rest it needs tonight to help you be at your best tomorrow. I've taken lots of melatonin throughout my years, and I also have a very hard time falling asleep, so I'm hoping that this just sends me right out. Alright. Nice. Like I said, I've taken plenty of melatonin and sleep aid throughout my life, so I think I'll be a good judge as to whether this is actually good or not. I genuinely wonder how long it's going to take for me to fall asleep. Oh my god, I actually slept really good. And now I feel really refreshed. Only downside is last night while I was falling asleep, I was tweaking out. I was getting sick and I was feeling weird. But I guess once you get past that, you have a really nice night's sleep and then you wake up feeling good. Definitely better than melatonin or other sleep aids that I've had. Damn, Tom, that was solid. I'm gonna give you a B. Now that I'm awake, I'm absolutely starving, so we need some food. Luckily, we're gonna have some of the best in the entire world. At least, I hope so. Now, the reason why I say this should be some of the best food in the world is because it's Gordon Ramsay's. Now, I bet you're probably surprised to hear that Gordon Ramsay has a fitness product because looking at the guy, I mean, he doesn't look like he puts up 315, that's for sure. But fitness isn't all about who has the biggest biceps, it's also about nutrition and the quality of the ingredients that you're consuming. That's why Gordon Ramsay has his own Lean and Fit cookbook where he has tons of meals that are macro friendly. I mean, seriously, I'm not one to read, but luckily these do have pictures and it's over 250 pages of high quality meals. meals. I mean, just off that alone, there's so much value that you can get from here, but it really all depends on if the meals are any good. So we're gonna be making some and seeing how they do. Gordon breaks down all your macronutrients from protein, carbohydrates, and fats and what they do, what they're good for, helping anybody understand what they are. You can also see it's separated into healthy meals, lean meals, and fit meals, and they all have different descriptions. I do have to say though, the only improvement that I could suggest for this cookbook is like maybe something where it like yells at me and degrades me when I turn a page, maybe calls me a fat fuck when I close the book for not using it. I don't know, something to make it feel more like Gordon, you know? I'm not getting yelled at in the kitchen, and that's just, it doesn't feel right. Nobody who's watching this actually knows this, but I actually consider Gordon Ramsay to be one of the greatest people to ever exist. I love him. Big fan. Huge fan. So I'm hoping that this isn't a letdown. Our first recipe is gonna come from the high protein recovery meals for the evening after. Whatever that means. Gordon's cauliflower pizza. Doesn't that look fantastic? Like, that looks really good. This is a very clever way of making pizza that's a little bit more healthy by cutting out refined carbohydrates and upping your veg intake at the same time. Why did he use veg? Say vegetable. Anyways, let's get to cooking. Gonna cook it to absolute perfection. Unfortunately for us both, I'm not as good at cooking as Gordon, so I don't want to bore you with me attempting to explain what I'm doing. However, in case you did want to follow the recipe, I'm popping it up on screen now with footage of me doing the steps in the background. So I'm not a fan of the prep time, and I'm not really a big fan of the macros either. Gordon put mushrooms on his. I don't really care for mushrooms on pizza, so I opted out. He says use the toppings you like, so I just added some extra cheese. Per serving, it is 405 calories and 26 grams of protein. Now that sounds great, right? A pizza for 405 calories and 26 grams of protein, fantastic. Until you realize there's 2 servings in this. So this pizza right here is 810 calories. That's very high because no one's eating half of this, let's get real. And unfortunately, a lot of the meals in this cookbook are like that. So I could see the passion from Gordon and I really respect it. You could tell he put a lot of time and effort into this. The meals are high quality, but they just take so long to make. Like barbecued spatchcocked Cornish game hens with roasted corn salad. Do I have to censor that? I don't know, but nobody's making that. No average gym bro is making that. It's definitely convenient for like your middle-aged mom who's trying to get fit. But for your like 20-year-old gym bro, I don't know, but let's see how it tastes. Well, the taste is actually fire. I definitely could have cooked it a little bit longer to get more crunchiness because I messed up, but the taste is on point. But that's not really my main concern with this entire thing. It is really good. I'm not arguing that, but it's just, it's too inconvenient for the average person to make, in my opinion. We also made these raw choco treats. You need half a cup of pitted dates, 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, 1 tablespoon of almond butter, 3/4 cup almonds, and 3 tablespoons of cacao powder. They were decent, but once again, not worth the hassle. So Gordon, unfortunately, I'm gonna give you a C. One of the lowest of the videos, I know, and I love you so much. And I could really tell that you were passionate about this book. But for the average gym bro and for my life, it's C-worthy. That's it. I'd honestly think you're better off getting Will Tennyson's cookbook, which I reviewed in my last video testing influencers products. So if you want to see that, click the screen now. But who has the best product between Mark Wahlberg and Messi? I think I'm gonna go with Mark Wahlberg. His products were honestly great, and I really doubted that pre-workout at first, but he pulled through. Best products of the video.